Everybody, put your hands together. Yeah. Woo. Ah, I love it. Love it. Woo! All right, all right. Great day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever we are in this world at this moment. Happy journey to us all. I'm Arne. I'm your host for the Saturday edition of Daily Antidote of Song. How do they do it? Every single day. The good people at Carpe Diem Arts. Give them a hand and some head nods. And while you got your hands up, wave to all our friends on Facebook Live. Y'all know the drill. And wave to each other. Wave to each other. Can y'all believe it? It is February 25th. I think it's day 1056, but somebody's going to tell me for true, and I'll get the party started by saying greetings to our Facebook Live family. Hi, Sitar, if you're out there. And I love saying hello to Jojo Rossi, the creator of this wonderful series. Today we have Erin Geyer, our Zoom goddess. Our Brooklyn from with her, she's bringing her Brooklynese into our world. You see how I did that? You see how I did that? And then we've also got jamming on the one, jamming on the one, jamming on the one. Jaden is here with us. So it's going to be pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. We've got Dick and Kathy and Victoria. Hello, my friends. Wonderful to see you. Okay, Kate in Charlottesville, Sheila in Florida, Pauline in Newcastle, Kevin in DC, Carolyn in Boise, day 1056. Thank you. I see one curly top. I see two curly tops. I think I see an arm of a curly top. Okay. Kathy in Virginia's here. Bob Mabel with the Bears are here. Oh, Don and Liana. Papa Curly Top is here. We've got Trish and Victoria. Deborah Denenfeld is here. Tom and Perrin are here. Great to see you. Susan G, my heart. Thank you. Gary Powson with all kinds of great solutions. Jean in Pittsburgh and in Nashville. Arlene Baxter in Berkeley is here. Bonnie in Boise. Jamie in Victoria. Luda and Mark in Victoria. Doug Varney in Underhill. Deli is here. Bronwyn is here from Victoria, BC. Linda is representing Orcas Island. We got Amanda and Miles from the great state of Michigan. Bob is here. Thank you. And the love. Oh, let's see. Bob Walker. Oh, hello, Bob Walker. All right, lovebirds, lovebirds. Phil and Totness is here. Thank you. Aloysius somewhere in the world. Let's keep moving. Susan from Seattle is here. Julie in Ontario. Busy Graham, the wonderful Busy Graham is here. Hello. Diane Weinstein representing Puerto Rico. Hoda in British Columbia is here. Hi, Cricket. Hello to you, Storm. Fred in Silver Spring. Great to see you. Carol in Connecticut. Martha Wagner. Hello, hello. Dorian Ollie, maybe. Off camera for now. Loriana and friends. iPad 2 is here. Hey, we have the real iPad 2. Paula is here on the iPhone. Caroline in DC. Field is here. Penny and Ralph in Victoria. Lynn Robbins is here. Kat Cox in Vermont. Very Vermonty. Ha, you see what I did?
You got it.
And Nancy is here, and I'm just happy to be here on this wonderful but rainy, super rainy day in Los Angeles. Just really grateful for it all. If you're new to the Daily Antidote Room, please feel free to identify yourselves in the chat. Just need your first name, your city, perhaps your country, and really let us know how you found out about Daily Antidote of Song 1,056 days later. Okay, Peter Amidon, please come
Hey,
forward. Please
hey,
come forward.
hello, hello, hello. It's so great to see everybody. How are you all doing?
Yes, great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm really happy
You-
to be here.
You're looking real spiffy there. I'm liking
Thank
the
you.
whole, lounge lizard, you know,
Yeah,
and and
yeah,
I- and I hear there's some things going on with the chin, you
yeah.
know.
Well, I have cancer, so I'm losing a little of my hair. I give you the big, whoa, watch out.
Wow. Wow.
That's it
Well,
for good
maybe we'll
luck.
talk about that and maybe some of the reflections you have on that. But for the moment, I know you've got a wonderful song for us. So will you please teach us our part and then we'll talk about the song afterwards.
Sure. So if you go down to in your this song is I'd like everybody to sing along the whole song with me. It's in your chat, so that's your job is to go open up your chat and get those lyrics out. And on the top it says the year was 1963, but go down, down, down to where it says, but hold the presses, because this is the chorus. And I want to teach you the chorus first. And the chorus goes, and I'm going to sing it first. But hold the presses, try that. But hold the presses, just before they lock the door. Just before they lock the door. Let's try that. I'll do it myself. But hold the presses, just before they lock the door. Your turn. Hold the presses, just before they lock the door. He made a phone call to a friend. Your turn. He made a phone call to a friend. Said this will be your hour, brother, this will be your hour. Said this will be your hour, brother, this will be your hour. That kind of goes all over the place. So I'll sing the whole thing by myself and then I'll sing it with you. But hold the presses, just before they lock the door. They made a phone call to a friend, said this will be your hour, brother, this will be your hour. Your turn, nice and strong. But hold the presses, just before they lock the door. He made a phone call to a friend, said this will be your hour, brother, this will be your hour. And that comes after the first 3 verses, and after that, it comes after every 2 verses. The verses are really easy. Up to the top, the year was 1963. The year was 1963, Alabama was the state. Birmingham divided. Just the same 3 melodies all over and over again. Let's try that. The year was 1963. Here we go. The year was 1963. Alabama was the state. Birmingham divided. Now it's my turn. Torn apart by hate, hate. Torn apart by hate. Try that. Torn apart by hate, hate. Torn apart by hate. Let's just do it. The whole thing. So I'll tell you a little about this. I was in a little ballad workshop that was just an informal ballad workshop that a friend of mine, Rick Moore, organized with a bunch of us in 2005, I think that was. And we listened to ballads, and we talked about ballads, and we played each other ballads, and then we had the assignment of writing a ballad. And I had been reading Taylor Branch's Parting of the Waters, the only book I ever read all the way through, and then read the whole thing all the way through again. It's such a great book about Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement and a lot more. And this story is called, I think he called it the Children's Miracle in the book. It's usually called the Children's March, about what happened when Dr. King went to Birmingham, Alabama, specifically to see if they could desegregate it. So, and this is a story about what happened. So you sing it with me, and by the end you'll know the whole story. And this is what I wrote my ballad about. It was my ballad project. The year was 1963. Ladies and gentlemen, join along. The year was 1963. Alabama was the state. Birmingham divided. Torn apart by hate, hate. Torn apart by hate. Now Dr. King was working to integrate that town. Now his freedom movement was grinding to the ground, ground was grinding to the ground. And Dr. King said, I've done all that's in my power, and everything has failed. He got into his work clothes, marched right off to jail, jail, marched right off to jail. But hold the presses, just before they lock the door. He made a phone call to a friend, said, this will be your hour, brother, this will be your hour. James Bevel was the savior, inspired of a bit unsound. He said we need to fill the jails to turn this thing around, round, to turn this thing around. Since the older folks might lose their jobs, their cars and their homes, we'll fill the jails with Negroes who are not so fully grown, not so fully grown. He called the children, the little girls and boys. You got important work to do. You put away your toys, toys, you put away your toys. They started with every cheerleader and athlete in the town. They even got the beauty queens to spread the word around, round, to spread the word around. Bevel called up Shelley Playboy of WBNN. Shelley broadcast a secret code so the kids know where and when, so the kids know where and when. Here comes D-Day, put a toothbrush in your pack. Once we start this thing, we're never turning back, we're never turning back. When King got out of prison, he searched his soul in pain. How can we let our children suffer for our gain? They'll suffer for our gain. But Bevel had inspired a fire in every young heart. There's nothing gonna stop us or break us apart, or break us apart. The signal's given, and out of school they poured. They jumped out from the windows and they ran from every door, they ran from every door. The Baptist church on 16th Street was the meeting place for all. They gathered with the grown-ups and waited for the call. They waited for the call. We're talking on the second day of May in 63 that Bevel opened the church's door. Set those children free, set those children free. You come arrest us, you lock us all away, and when the world sees what you've done, what do you think they'll say? What do you think they'll say? They were let out in staggered groups of 50 at a time, and as each group was whisked to jail, there were 5 more groups behind. There were 5 more groups behind. 973 children were arrested that first day. At 16th Street that evening, parents came to pray, the parents came to pray. Martin Luther, oh, Dr. King, they cried. When will we see our babies, our precious love and pride, our precious love and pride? And Dr. King said, don't worry about your children, they're gonna be just fine. They're doing a job for America, a job for all mankind, a job for all mankind. This struggle set in motion a shifting of the tides towards giving equal rights to every woman, man, and child, woman, man, and child. Thank you, children, just look what you have done. You marched and sang and conquered fear. You have overcome, Lordy, you have overcome. Yes, thank you, children, just look what you have done. You marched and sang and conquered fear. You have overcome, Lordy, you have overcome. The Children's Miracle. Yeah. Thank you for singing the entire song with me. I saw everybody singing. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
Peter Amidon, everybody, please, please. Oh, okay. I need to take a breath off of that one. Okay, so many places to go. The construction of the song, the history of the song. So that really happened. How is it that we don't know about this, Peter?
That,
Hmm.
that is, when I read it, I thought, what? How do we not know this amazing story where the children of Birmingham, Alabama turned the civil rights movement around? And it really led pretty directly to the Civil Rights Act of 19, I think it was 66, just a few years later. It was extraordinary. Yeah. So it's one of the reasons I wrote the song is so more people would know about it. It's so great.
Wow. Okay, tell us the name of the book that it comes from, please.
Taylor Branch's Parting of the Waters. And I also saw, Taylor Branch, Parting of the Waters. It's the first of a 3-book series following Martin Luther King's life and all the people around him, all of the all of the African American white people who worked with him, and it goes on to until his death. The last volume is about his death, but the first one's really about this earlier period.
Wow, I'm so interested in the construction of the song because you made it so that we could easily pick it up and sing along. Because I felt once we got in it, we were all in it for good. That was on purpose. That was intentionally on your part.
Yeah, I'm a storyteller, and I'm just really important for me to for people to be in the story. So that's what I was thinking about when I did it. And went pretty fast because I knew. Also, there's a video I watched, the Southern Poverty Law Center. Is that correct? Yeah. That I'm pretty sure they put out about the Children's March. That was also very helpful, and I got a few other details from that as well. I think you can find that on YouTube. There's a search around on YouTube. You find some really great stuff on the Children's March.
Okay. Have you recorded your version of it that we can purchase?
Yes, actually, it's a free download and it's on the chat right at the top. No, I think it's at the top there. There's a chat that says where you can go get the free download. It has a recording of it I actually have a recording of a SATB and piano arrangement I did of it. And you can just do the piano with just unison if you want to do it with children. But it's really great to have children sing this song because, you know, it's a story. They'll learn it really fast because kids learn things really fast, and it's a wonderful way for them to learn about this story.
Wow. And see how they can be activists and how they can be involved and how
Exactly.
they can make change.
Exactly. Actually, yes.
Wow. Well, you mentioned James Bevel. I asked you earlier if you knew him. You said you didn't, but I want to make maybe some people are not aware of the fact that he was a great songwriter, and one of his really popular songs was "Dog, dog, da dog, a dig a dog, dog. My dog, a love of your dog, and your dog, a love of my dog. So then why can't we sit under the apple tree?" Again, centering it around children. That theme. It's so simple. It's so simple. Why do we have to make it so hard?
I told, and I mentioned that I told Arne that my son and no, actually my grandson and Mary Alice sang that song in church last week. It was part of Mary Alice's children's story. We've
Wow.
always loved that song. But I
How old
didn't
is
know James Bevel. I didn't know James Bevel wrote it. That's amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely. How old is your grandson?
He's 8.
Oh
Just
wow. Oh
yeah.
wow. Now when we were talking earlier, there was a lot of activity going on in the
Oh,
household.
come on over. I got to introduce you. This is my family being incredibly quiet.
Incredible.
Mary Alice, you know Mary Alice. Come on
Yeah.
over, everybody. And we have Annie, Mary Alice's sister. No question about that. And Susan. Where's Susan? Susan, Mary Alice's other sister, younger baby sister. And we got and come on. And then we got Rocky, who's Annie's partner. And Brian, come on, Brian, you gonna come over? Brian's too shy, and that's yeah. Oh, Terry, my spiritual cousin Terry, who's our best gospel singer in my church choir, and a very good friend and an artist. So that's
Fantastic.
we're having a little family reunion. And last night, one reason they're here is because last night our son Stefan and his wife Zara gave a big concert with a 7-piece band called the Zara Bodhi Little Big Band at the Brattle Music Center. It was sold out concert, and it was just the most wonderful thing. She sings songs like who's her main lady, Mary Alice? She sings Ella Fitzgerald is her main lady, and
Really?
she just loves. They gave it. It's all these songs from the 40s and 50s and big band songs, and it was just the best concert. It was so wonderful. So
Wow.
I'm still a little high from that. Just that if you're wondering why I'm so, I'm gonna be pumped from that concert for a few days, I think.
Wow. Wow. Well, I wanted to ask you, what is exciting you in your life these days? And you mentioned that there is something really interesting happening
Well,
with
that
and for you.
Yeah, well, I do. So I mentioned before, I kind of dropped I got the C bomb, as they say. And it's just, I found out a few months ago that I have cancer. And it was so interesting because at first, of course, I was just devastated, and Mary Alice and I were devastated. And we didn't know what the prognosis was at that point. But then, even before at that point, we didn't know, we thought it was pretty bad and worse than it is. And then I just got really peaceful, and I just started really. I didn't. People have said this, I've always heard people say this, and I say, I don't think that's going to happen with me. I'm just going to like stay up all night and just be worried and just be all anxious. But no, I got really calm, and I just started really enjoying the days in a way that I hadn't before, very much into the present. And since then, we've gotten the great news that I've got a prognosis of 5 to 10 years, which I think is probably as much as a lot of us have anyway. So and I have chemo every 3 weeks, but it's just, and that's going fine. It's just I feel bad for a few days and then fine for 2 weeks. But basically, I've been, just the way it's somebody wrote an email to me and said sobering. That was the word she used, and I thought that's a really great word. But of all the emotions I have to just say that gratitude keeps bubbling up to the top, and I haven't had better days than I've been having lately. It's pretty wonderful, pretty wonderful, and the way you find out who your friends reach out, and it's so beautiful to see the community of friends. We have our community of friends here, and that's why I'm telling you because I feel like you are all my friends. I've gotten to know
Yes,
you
we
over
are.
the for the last 1,076 days. Wow. This is really, we talk about, I boast about and let people know about the Daily Antidote song all the time to say, come on, you got to do this. This is just the most amazing, beautiful thing, the most meaningful thing you can do online, I would say, just amazing.
I
Thank you.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a blurb. We need to capture that
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the great Peter Amidon. Wow. Okay, your banjo.
Oh,
What,
this is called,
what's
this
your
is
banjo's name?
The banjo's name is Mary Alice's banjo because she is the real banjo player in the family. It's a Bart Ryder banjo, and it's the one we use for, it's our main lady banjo of our banjos. Yeah. So.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Any writing projects, any workshops coming up for you or things that you're interested in exploring?
Well, the main project I'm doing now, Mary Allison had a long career of doing dancing and singing and storytelling with children in schools, and then teaching music teachers how to do that. And we've retired from that, and I'm mostly doing choral arranging now. And right now, in the middle of a really exciting project where I'm recording a lot of my arrangements with a wonderful group of 8 singers, including Arthur Davis and his wife Emma, who are Andy Davis's son, who a lot of you know, and just some other great singers. So that's really, and so whenever I record I only sell my arrangements if they have a good recording. So I spend a lot of time uh, recording the arrangements, and that's all. So that's all for my AmidonCommunityMusic.com website. And a bunch of them, like the Children's Miracle, are free downloads, and then a bunch of the other ones are paid downloads. About 130, I think, arrangements and a few compositions. A lot of Mary Alice's. Mary Alice looks at a poem and she just sings it. She just sings it. So there's some poems that Mary Alice has set to music that I've arranged, and so that's my main project right now. It's this recording session.
Wow. Wow. We need to spread that children's miracle story.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
one
Yeah.
that needs to be heard. And remind me again, what was the date that all of that occurred?
It,
Because we're in 2023. That was in 63. We've
it
got
was it was May 2nd in 63 that they were in the church. So they all ran out of school, walked to the church, and that was the first day. It was May 2nd, 1963. Yeah. Maybe
um,
make that.
we've got a historic anniversary coming up this May.
That's right. May 2nd.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm putting it out into the world. I'm putting it out into the universe. Carpe diem. Busy if you're on. It feels like there needs to be some kind of commemoration for this. Anybody agree? Put your hands up if you agree. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Oh. Okay. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. But Peter,
yeah.
we want to sing the whole song again. We want to. I felt it,
Okay,
and
we'll do it.
I don't know if you saw it, Peter. But when you got to the point, there was a point in the song where everybody's jaw just kind of because it's like that really happened. So, yes, with Felissimo, with feeling, Peter, bring us back.
I think it was the 973 children just knocks your socks off. But by the end of the week, there were 4,000 children in
Amazing,
jail. And
amazing.
I'll just say that what happened was that brought the city to a halt.
Of course.
And the fact that the businesses were having no business really brought the attention to the business leaders, and that's when they started seriously negotiating with Martin Luther King. And they actually did outlaw segregation in Birmingham after that. It was an
Wow.
immediate response. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. The year was 1963. Have a good time. The year was 1963. Alabama was the state. Birmingham divided, torn apart by hate, hate, torn apart by hate. Now Dr. King was working to integrate that town, but now his freedom movement was grinding to the ground, grinding to the ground. He said, I've done all that's in my power, and everything has failed. He got into his work clothes and marched right off to jail, jail, marched right off to jail. But hold the presses, just before they locked the door, he made a phone call to a friend, said, this will be your hour, brother, this will be your hour. James Bevel was the savior, inspired, if a bit unsound. He said we need to fill the jails to turn this thing around, round, to turn this thing around. Since older folks might lose their jobs, their cars, and their homes, we'll fill the jails with Negroes who are not so fully grown, not so fully grown. He called the children, the little girls and boys, you've got important work to do. You put away your toys, toys, you put away your toys. They started with every cheerleader and athlete in the town. They even got the beauty queens to spread the word around, around, to spread the word around. Bevel called up Shelley Playboy of WBNN. Shelley broadcast a secret code so the kids know where and when, so the kids know where and when. Here comes D-Day, put a toothbrush in your pack. Once we start this thing, we're never turning back, we're never turning back. When King got out of prison, he searched his soul in pain. How can we let our children suffer for our gain, gain? They'll suffer for our gain. But Bevel had inspired a fire in every young heart. There's nothing gonna stop us or break us apart, or break us apart. The signal's given, and out of school they poured. They jumped out from the windows, and they ran from every door, they ran from every door. The Baptist church on 16th Street was the meeting place for all. They gathered with the grown-ups and waited for the call, they waited for the call. We're talking on the second day of May in 63 that Bevel opened the church's door. Set those children free, free, set those children free. You come arrest us, you lock us all away, and when the world sees what you've done, what do you think they'll say? Say, what do you think they'll say? They were let out in staggered groups of 50 at a time, and as each group was whisked to jail, there were 5 more groups behind. There were 5 more groups behind. 973 children were arrested that first day. At 16th Street that evening, the parents came to pray, pray, the parents came to pray. Martin Luther, oh, Dr. King, they cried, when will we see our babies, our precious love and pride, pride, our precious love and pride? And Dr. King said, don't worry about your children, they're gonna be just fine. They're doing a job for America, a job for all mankind, a job for all mankind. This struggle set in motion a shifting of the tides towards giving equal rights to every woman, man, and child, woman, man, and child. Thank you, children, just look what you have done. You marched and sang and conquered fear. You have overcome, Lordy, you have overcome. Yes, thank you, children, just look what you have done. You marched and sang and conquered fear. You have overcome, children. You have overcome.
Mm.
Yeah,
Ooh. You got me fired up this morning, Peter
thank you,
Amadon.
Arne. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. We are so grateful for your presence, your Vermontiness. You see what I did there, right?
You got it in. You got it in.
Oh my goodness. You're Vermontese. Ah,
Vermontese, yes.
that's
Vermontese,
even better.
right.
That's even better. Thank you, my friend, for
You're
being.
welcome.
Thank you for sharing your truth. Just know that we, as a family here, we're holding you in our hearts with
Thank you.
loving and healing light, and we are knowing that all truly as well. And we just want to know that you stay excited. Just stay
Thank
excited
you.
and let us know how
I'm
we can.
very happy. Very happy.
Fantastic, fantastic. Everybody, Peter Amadon
Thank you.
with a great chin, serving great chin today. All right. All right, everybody, let's breathe that in. That felt really yummy. That felt really yummy. Okay, let's see an announcement. There is a concert tonight at the Old Seeger House. Some of you are aware of that. Nora Brown and Mama's Broke will be performing two shows in person. It will also be live streamed, and I know Aaron has pop. Oh, Jaden, pop the information in the chat. So all are welcome to come and participate and be a part of it. I'm feeling quite inspired this morning, Peter. I'm feeling quite inspired. All right. We're thanking everybody for being here, and I think it's time to say goodbye. Now's the time to say goodbye. Where does that come from, and why do I know it? Da 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 da. I don't know. Somebody else knows it. Put it in the chat. I don't know where I know that from. But let's say goodbye first to Jojo Rossi. Thank you for making this possible. Busy Graham, thank you so much. The wonderful Aaron Geyer, getting it all together. Jaden Brick on the tech. And then I'm just going to go through and say hi and bye to my friends Dick and Kathy and Victoria. I love how you all are matching. Y'all did that on purpose for us? I love it. Thank you. Sheila in Florida, so great to see you today. Thank you so much. Pauline in Newcastle. I see Phil somewhere around here. Let's see. Kevin with the Magic Flute in DC. Always love seeing you, see. Sir. Carolyn in Boise. Where's that Beyonce fan girl? Put it up. Put your fans up. Oh. There you go. That's what's up in Boise. Great to see you. Thank you so much. One curly top, two curly tops. Rocking the orange. You know I'm feeling you. You know I'm feeling you. Thank you so much. Bob and Mabel and the Dancing Bears with orange representing today. Fantastic. And Papa and Mama Curly Top are here. Thank you so much. Love you. Love seeing you always. Trish and Victoria, great to see you. Thank you for being here. Susan G. You know, representing Ohio. Thank you so much for being here. Gary, bringing all the solutions all the time. We appreciate you. And in Nashville, so great to see you. Oh, we got lamb chop. Thank you. Thank you very much. Arlene in Berkeley. Is it raining up there, girl? Is it raining or is it snowing? Okay, I know it was snowing in the northern parts of Los Angeles. Just interesting. That's all I can say. It's interesting. Great to see you here, Arlene. Bonnie in Boise. Love seeing you, love. Jamie and Victoria. Great having you here. The Lovebirds. Luda and Mark in Victoria. Thank you for all the love. We always appreciate it. Doug in Underhill. Great seeing you, sir. Thank you so much. Deli. Good to see you. You're serving good chin too today. I see it. Okay. Linda on Orcas Island. We appreciate you being here. Amanda and Miles and a friend. And a friend. Is that Raggedy Ann? Oh, my stars. Oh, my stars. I love it. Bringing the tradition back. I love it. Oh, my. Okay. Now, did we need to see that, Amanda? I don't know that we need to. TMI, Amanda. Come on. Let her have her dignity. Bob, thank you for being here. Always good to see you, sir. The iPad Bob Walkers. Who could they possibly be? They must be new to the room. We don't know them, but we love them. Great seeing you, Christian. Phil and Yoshi. Hey, I see the top of Yoshi's head. Great to see you guys over across the pond in the UK in Totnes. Thank you all for being here. Susan in Seattle, we appreciate you. Julie in Ontario, hello. We'll see you next time. Cricket, I saw you spinning. I saw you spinning. Great to have you always. Martha, nice seeing you. I'm loving the maroon. Okay, you serving a little fashion here. Annette in California, she's always the fashion bomb. Thank you so much for being here. Nancy with the Moo Cow is here. Steve and Michelle in Silver Spring. Hello, hello. Great to see you guys. On the iPhone. Hold on a second. I think I know who that is. I think I know who that. Uh-oh. No, no. Okay, put it down. Kate in Charlottesville. Great having you here. Hoda in British Columbia. Nice to see you. Diane in Puerto Rico. Great having you here. Storm. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you for the orange. I appreciate it. Fred in Silver Spring. Good seeing you. Aloysius. Somewhere spreading love in the world. Dory and Ollie. Who knew? What a wonderful Saturday it is for us. Jane in Texas, thank you. Ralph and Penny in Victoria, thank you for being here. Caroline in DC, we appreciate you. Carol J in Connecticut, Loriana and Friends, Lynn Robbins, Kat Cox being very Vermonty, and Jane in Maryland. We appreciate everybody. Body. Thank you, Peter Amidon, for sharing your love. Feeling quite inspired today. All right, y'all, I'm out. Aaron, you got something to say to the peoples?
I
You
sure do. Just a quick reminder, remember that we've got that house concert coming up today. You've got two chances to see it. One is at 5 p.m., one is at 7:30 p.m. And if you live in Maryland, feel free to go in person. And if you do not live in Maryland, or I guess Virginia or DC or anywhere Maryland adjacent, feel free to please tune in online. It will be online as well, and we would love to see you there. The link is in the chat. It has been in the chat, and if you miss it in the chat, it's also in the Facebook comments, and it is also on the Carpe Diem Arts website, so be sure to check it out. Second thing, just the same thing I've been saying, please come join our Discord. We would love to come and chat with you when we are not in the Zoom room. It is literally just the Zoom chat, but all the time. Zoom chat all the time. That's our, I've decided that's the slogan for our very specific Discord. So please come join that, because we would love to see you there so that you can chat, share pictures, share links to cool videos, all of that sort of thing. We would love to see you there. And besides that, I think it's time to go. We will see you tomorrow, bright and early for some of you, and bright and dark and late for some of you. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.